What's up, people? My bad. Setting up for this video. Okay, setting up for this video. Um, First of all, before we go into it, Black peace, Black power, and Black prosperity to you. This video is going to kind of be interesting, just a little bit. Well, interesting to me. It may not be interesting to you. But if you are into numerology, it may be a little interesting to you. I am very much into numerology, especially dealing with Nuapu. You know, the master number for us, some people, is 999. You got 666. You got 333. You got Tesla's number 369. If you look into, give me a minute, vortex math, right? You can't be following the masses, man. You got to separate yourself from the puddle of brains out there, right? You got to separate yourself from the masses out there that's, you know, on monkey trooping time. You know what I mean? What I mean is you can't be one of them animals that's just in the herd following the herd. You feel me? Sometimes you got to break out and you gotta do your own thing, man. You gotta think for yourself. You gotta reason things out for yourself. Now, I will say this before I go into let's see if this is in here right quick. All right, cool. All right. You got to think for yourself, man. And a lot of people, they don't want to think for themselves because they want to be with the group thinkers, right? And that's why you seeing on the internet right now, something drops. For example, Black Sam just dropped on his brother passing away, and you see a gang of videos talking about the issue, talking about what happened because Black Sam decided to sit down with Big Boy. And first, let me say, it was to me, it was a great interview. You know what I'm saying? It was a great interview. It was great dialogue between Big Boy and Black Sam, right? And Black Sam was able to get some things off his chest, right? And I'm not going to get into the politics of what he said and all of that, right? Because me coming from Los Angeles, you know, gang politics is up there. And if you don't understand, you may not understand. But coming from Los Angeles, you know how the wave thinks. And like I said, it's a group thinking wave. You know how the wave thinks, right? Hey man, we gotta position ourselves a little bit better in this war, man. It's about to get worse for us out here. It's about to get worse for us out here. And maybe, you know, what I'm about to share with you can help you connect your dots on your path and steering yourself instead of being in the group thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you stuck in group thinking, right, you just in there. And you don't want to just be in there, right? You don't want to just be in there and be misled or be led to believe something that's not necessarily true, right? But we ain't talking about that, man. You know, every time I'm talking, though, I'm talking about 9 mind, 9 knowledge, 9 reason. You can't be controlled, man. You can't be controlled by the masses, man. You got to have your own brain. You got to have your own brain. You feel me? Okay. So this video, okay, is about numbers. It's about numerology. Okay. It's about angel numbers, right? All numbers are connected to an energy and connected to a frequency. Okay. So 999 is higher than 666, which is higher than 333. Right. But when you add them numbers together, right, you will see they equal to 9. Okay. When you start breaking down numbers and you start multiplying, addition, subtraction, you feel me? You're going to see groups of numbers coming up because that's how they are. See, down here, we say an algorithm, but the true algorithm is nature and the universe. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to see a sequence of repetition, sequence of repetition, sequence of repetitions. You understand? So I told you about the vortex numbers. So I'll show you what that is about. For those who don't know, if you do know, then you're on point. Okay. Vortex math. Now, I'm not going to go deep into this. I'm not going to go deep into this. Okay. But what's significant about this chart here, this vortex mathematic chart, is right. You see the red numbers highlighted. What numbers do you see? You see 369, where 9 is at the top. Okay. So this is the base of numbers. Once you go into 10, what is 10? 1. 12, right? 2, or in addition, 3, right? 3, well, 2, I'm sorry. 1 and 1 is 2, right? 2 and 1 is 3. Okay. 2 and 2 is 4. 2 and 3 is 5. 3 and 3 is 6, right? And so forth and so on. Okay. So I'm not going to get deep within these numbers, but with this chart right here, there's a lot of things that you can find out. As you see, it says numbers rule the universe, understanding the patterns, right? And that's why I'm doing this video right now, because in the past 2 days, I've seen a pattern that you got to ask yourself, what is this all about? And I'm trying to figure it out. So this video is not going to be too deep on it. And what I'm not going to provide right now is receipts on it, because I'm charting it right now. As I'm giving it to you, I'm charting it right now, right? But with this vortex math, I wanted you to see the 369 combination. And I will share with you folks, this is a combination. Okay, they are working magic, right? The 3 Etherians, the 6 Etherians, the 9 Etherians, they are working magic. If you don't know what an Etherian is, I'll study Nuwapu. Go back and study Dr. Malachi Z. York. Go back and study Nuwapu. Okay, do not listen to these people out here who saying Dr. York did this and that's why he's locked up. Dr. York contradicted himself. In this book, he said one thing. In this book, he said another thing. It's not going together. Don't listen to them dudes. Don't listen to them sisters. They don't have a strong enough brain to deal with, right? So when you're dealing with Dr. Malachi Z. York's information, it's not surface. Okay. What you're reading on the surface is what you're attracted to. But within the books, it is what it is. And you can't deny it, right? You either can align with it or not align with it. And this is the nature of nature. Okay. This is why you got to learn how to reason for yourself. This is the nature of nature. All right. There's a lot of people out here that know me. There's a lot of people out here that know me. And there's a lot of people out here that know I'm not your common Negro out here. You know what I'm saying? I stopped being a common Negro, you know, when I turned 15, being raised in South Central and the San Fernando Valley 818. Shout out to the San Fernando Valley Panorama City. You understand what I'm saying? 678 Lithonia for Atlanta. You know, where I got into Nuwapu at, right? You're on a particular type of path. You're on a particular type of trajectory. This ain't got nothing to do with money. People think it's got things to do with money, but remember, money is a tool. You know, money also has energy, and there's attraction and repulsion. You can attract things or you can repel things, right? And that's what we got to understand. This is all energy. So when I'm talking about 9, 6, and 3, I'm talking about energy, right? Which is bringing me to this video. In the past 2 days, I've seen a pattern. You know, I'm being told a particular type of number. Okay. And this is the number that is hitting me like this. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Okay. And it's now, if anybody else is also seeing this, hey, pay attention, man, please put this in the comments, because it's things like this that let me know it's a greater mind out there, right? And so what's popping out to me right now in the past 2 days, I've seen it 5 times. I even showed my mate. Every time I seen it, the first 2 times I seen it, I told her. So I said, if this is something that I'm supposed to be paying attention to, it's going to pop up again. So when I told her the 2 times, the 3rd time it popped up, I showed her the source. Boom. I said, look. And she was like, wow. Right. And so we was going about our day. And she said, if this number pops up again after what you told me, I'm going to trip out. Later on that day at the nighttime, it popped up again. We was watching, matter of fact, we were watching a Tubi movie. The number popped up twice. Boom. In the movie, the number popped up twice. So I had already seen it 2 times, right? Showed her on the 3rd time I seen it. And so she's looking for the number, right? So we put the Tubi movie on, and boom, the number popped up 2 times. And you know what type of movies Tubi movies are, you know, depending on what type of movie you watching, popped up twice. Wow. And so she looked at me like, oh shit. You feel me? And so we're going through the tunnel of YouTube. There's a video out there, Law and Crime, with Travis Scott. He's getting arrested. I didn't watch the whole video, but I believe he got arrested, you know, because he rented a yacht and stayed after his time, right? So when they asked him, or he explained how much he paid for the yacht, it was that number. And my mate was right there, and she just stared at me. You feel me? She just stared at me, you know? So then I get up this morning and I'm just going through some World Star. There's a video out there with Sukiana. She's laying on the bed naked, trying to get her poom poom eaten. And the number is right there. So I show my mate again. This goosebump shit, right? This goosebump shit. Okay. So let me know if you have been peeping this number. And the number is 20,000. 2 and 4 zeros. Okay, that's the number, 20,000. But the number is coming in the form of money, right? And I'm going to show you how tripped out it is. Okay, so if you're into numerology, if you're into numbers, then you know your manifestation comes with a particular number as well. You are connected to a frequency number, right? So I'll show you based on, and this comes by the name you have. When you break down your name, every letter got a number. Now, there's different ways you can do this because I think there's different numerology charts and how they connect the number to a letter. Like in the case of A is 1, A sometimes A can be 9, right? Depending on what chart you're using to get formulations, right? All right, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Okay, and everybody, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you chose to do in life, this is still effective. It's still effective, right? Now, what you choose to do in life may steer you, off of your chosen path, right? This because you got to get experience, evidence, and reasoning, right? We all need experience. Experience is the best teacher, but some of the things that we choose to do, right, may take us away from our path, right? If you want to call it divine or righteous or whatever, you want to be the best criminal, you want to be whatever you want to, you see what I'm saying? The big dope boy or whatever you want to be, right? You gotta be doing it for yourself. And sometimes, like I said, with you connected to a number frequency, your path can be, hard to bear. You could be carrying an albatross around your neck. You could be looking out for people who ain't supposed to be looking out for. You can have people in your inner circle that's not supposed to be there at all, but you have some type of dedication to time. You grew up with people and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be around the right people, but you're not in the right mind, and you're not taking it in. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're going back and forth with some old shit that's you need to really cut off, that's making you not be able to see where you are right now. But basically, overall, what I'm saying is you need to think for self, right? You need to think for self. So this is me right here. Now, I'm just pulling up quick information, so don't be hitting me. Oh, that's a white man at the top of the man. I'm not. I'm just pulling up information. My information is a little bit deeper than this, but I don't feel like going really into it like I want to go into it or need to go into it. So there are 3 master numbers in numerology. I'm a master number in 11. So it's your birthday, right? When you was born, what time you was born, what day you was born, your name combination. If you got 3 names, a first name, a middle name, a last name, all that is relevant. Sometimes just your last name is relevant, right? And I'll show you my last name. People will be like, I'm this, I'm that, and that's why you might be tripping. Like he always, man, I don't care about religion. I'm not no program goat. I'm not trying to be the goat. You know what I'm saying? The goat is the devil. Y'all need to understand this, man. When they talking about who was the GOAT, yeah, it's an acronym. GOAT just don't mean greatest of all time. That's just one breakdown of the GOAT, greatest of all time. But you can't have, you can't have 5 people in the same field at the same time, in the same dimension and energy and all of that, and be talking about they're the greatest of all time. You feel what I'm saying? hold on, let me go back to this. Let's explain this. Okay, so you got three numbers. Oh, that's what I was gonna show you. Boom. See, I forgot. But it's all good to pop back in. Because it's significant. This is me. When I got on, started getting on knowledge, start breaking brains open, right? Start seeing the enemies, start seeing the people's spirits, start seeing. I was already connected. I can go deeper into some shit, some normal shit, right? So when I start seeing things, I knew what I had to do. No, I don't give a damn if a motherfucker hate me or I don't care about that, right? What I care about is it's a higher mind out here. And everybody's supposed to tap into the higher mind. And then that's how we link. But see, we don't realize we linking on levels where we're not tapped into anything. We're being directed, led, and misled. And then we're trying to make these relationships, spiritual relationship bonds, when we ain't even gathered enough information to understand it's higher mind out here. Together as friends and all that. You know what I mean? Well, you growing up, your friends, you know, it's high. We supposed to all go up here together. When you see today, this one a nigga got associates in an entourage and all that. It's one dude at the top. Nah, it's not one dude at the top. You feel me? It's a gang of us at the top. But we so tight up here at the top. We done built this relationship down here because we already had this experience and we said, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm giving you a little bit about Nipsey Hussle and Black Sam and this video coming out, but we're not gonna go there. All right. Not only am I match number 11, I'm connected to 9 as well. Okay. 9 is one of my numbers as well. Right. So like when you add my last name, it adds to 9. I said the highest number is 9. It's 999. And the WAPU is the science of sciences. If you can peer through and break through, right, and get into the center of what the WAPU was all about, you'll be able to start seeing these things. This don't have nothing to do with you being a nerd, you or a gangster, or I done did all of that. My main purpose on this planet while I'm down here, because you chose, what if you chose to come down here? What if you chose your parents? You broke away from the divine righteousness and cosmology of where we really come from and said you wanted to come down here and experience this place. The great homie said, hey man, don't you go down there, man. They say you can get trapped down there. You don't know about up there. We don't know how great up there is. We wanted to descend. See, we even see it like that. You know what I'm saying? A mother has a baby, gets pregnant. Did that spirit descend into the body, or did it ascend up from the bottom into the body? We say it descended down into the body. You know what I'm saying? So numbers are very important, but okay. So when I started, right, these confirmations and these boop, pay attention. Okay. Once I started studying the WAPU, when I left Los Angeles, and see, that's a greater path, right? That's a greater path. Because you could be doomed to be stuck in and never see nothing else. You know, so boom, Atlanta, I run into Dr. York, and I'm seeing this still the consciousness movement era of hip hop. This is 1991. We got to understand that. So everything that's going on right now with Black people is in the groove of positive, righteous consciousness, depending on what sector you in this greater Black community, right? But we can attest to that in the 90s, it was more conscious hip hop being paid attention to. If you want to sum it all up into something like they do, backpack rap, right? You know, in a backpack though, you know, you might have had a book of Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, goddamn some at that time some weed, you know what I mean? You probably kidding off some goddamn rocks. You probably had a gun, you know, shit. So when people say backpack, I'm like, man, come on, expand your mind a little bit. We still Black. So backpack don't mean weak. You feel what I'm saying? Backpack don't mean weak. In fact, being positive and operating on the auspices of the Most High is more gangster than me than anything. Because lower frequency is lower frequency, and lower frequency is death if you're not paying attention. You see what I'm saying? So if you chose this life to descend down here, what did you come down here for? Okay. So when I started studying and I hit the Bible, oh, that's not what I want to push right there. It's this right here. This popped out, 2 Samuel 23:11. If you look at the numbers, it's 9, right? Next to him was Shammah, the son of Agi, the Hararite, right? The Ethiopian, okay? When the Philistines banded together at a place where there was a field full of lentils, Israel's troops fled from them. Okay, when you talking about these Hebrew Israelites and all of that stuff, Palestine is Philistines. It's still going on till this day, right? But at this time, fighting the Palestinians and the Philistines, Israel's troop ran. Now, this is under King David. This is going to go into King David's mighty warriors. And Shammah was one of them that stood up against the Philistines and started slaying them. He snapped over some lentils. But what I want you to pay attention to is AG is my last name. Okay. When you start looking at definitions and things of that nature, especially definitions in Oxford or Webster's or any type of definition of words in the English Anglo-Saxon language, we need to understand that's white tongue. Right? It's many other tongues out here. That means there's many other visions that we can see from because words create visions. You read a book, not only are you reading a book, you're in the book. Just like when I read this, you're like, oh, damn, it was a battle and all of that. What was it really like? You see what I'm saying? And so when you see the definition of this last name, you've seen that. So I'm going to just go ahead and you know, you trust what you want to trust, you know. Ari, crooked, ajar, at an angle. You know what I'm saying? But that's negative. So when I looked up that, also the etymology is going to take you into the French, right? It's going to say this is a French name. Now, the Bible was written at a time where there was French language, but in the case of the story, AG would predate the French definition and the English definition of the last name. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to peer into to get your experience. All this was popping out as I'm studying, okay, to do battle with lower frequency forces as a black man out here. You know, some of us ain't coming from no father, so you got to learn how to trust yourself and trust your decisions and really stand on your crown. So let's go back to the master number 11, okay? And we're going to get into this number 20,000. That's popping out. Now, this may not be the whole thing. That's why I said I'm not coming with really too many receipts. I'm still charting it, right? Because I have one definition of it, but there's other definitions, and it might be used for a whole different reason. Like it might be used because it could be connected to some demonic energy. Not to say I'm getting it for a demonic reason, but you get things so you can see. right? This 20,000 is coming in the form of money. Okay. People paying 20,000, people getting paid 20,000, right? People expecting 20,000, or in the deal is, I got 20,000. You know what I'm saying? I came to you to get money for my company in a movie, or what, how much money are you looking for? 20,000. Travis Scott, when I said, you know, it was, he rented the boat for 20,000. Sukiana on the bed in World Star, I just told you 20,000. You know, I'm seeing it in the videos and then things of that nature. I'm seeing it 20,000. And you got to put your globe together. So I'm showing you kind of in a small version my eyesight and my mind state and what I'm vibing on every day. You know, and what I've been vibing on out here fucking with these low frequency motherfuckers. I'm connected to a whole lot of people, and you don't want to just be connected to people contractually or in owing or in debt. You don't want to just be connected with money. You got to be connected and plugged into the source, right? And the niggas wasn't paying attention to Brother J and X Clan. He said he was a grand verbalizer. What time it is, nigga. It's the word out here. It tells you that. And John 1:1, 11, right? 20,000 is 2, is a combination of 1 and 1, master number 11. So if you see right here, there's only 3 master numbers. Okay. And right, with these master numbers, this is now new. Numbers is something to me to look forward to. It doesn't have to necessarily be what you are. You understand? Because you may not get it. You may not never be into numerology and see the patterns and all that shit. And you just don't live by that. You die in a car dropped on you. You was a mechanic or whatever. You didn't do that shit, right? Even though that's the numbers is connected, but you ain't paying attention. You die under the car or whatever. You feel me? Some people are not really just paying attention to it. Okay, these numbers are not special numbers in a sense that, you know, oh, it got master in front of it. You know what I'm saying? So these are better quality people than like somebody who just got a 4. Nah, right? It's not like that. The masters, right, are just double groupings. So 4 can be a master number, 5, but it says these 3, okay, are significant. And when you understand the numerology and the numbers, you see why they're significant, because 1 means something, 2 means something, 3 means something, right? They're high spiritual numbers though, okay? So hey, this is why some people, they can't, you don't want to really debate me, because people are trying to break conspiracy theories and, oh, we've been duped. Oh, history was told in reverse. And all these people are talking without letting you know that there's higher mind out here. They're just talking to you. So they could be talking to you with their acquired intellect is on levels as well, with their acquired education, but they may not be telling you anything. It's just catchy. They're not really telling you anything. You understand? Because they don't have the Most High connected to it, right? So they just letting you know how to group, you know, work around with the group thinking, stir the pot down here. Stirring the pot is getting somebody else paid, like a politician, and somebody exploiting the real energy. So when you exploiting Black people, you're just not exploiting physical bodies and physical brains. You're exploiting that whole power energy, right? There's reminders of the energy. Nipsey Hussle was a community person first. You know, he did some shit that nigga should have did a long time ago. Succumbing to and descending into the negative, to the greed, to the lust, to the attraction. And when you really dig deep into that shit, why niggas is gang banging hard, man, raise the fucking energy, man. Be more beautiful than you claiming to be. Be your ultimate beautiful self. And the ultimate beautiful self, man, I'm at peace and calm. We're trying to get there. I'm at peace and calm. So you get older, man, your age, you start slowing down a little bit. I ain't trying to slow down. I'm at 50 right now. I'm hitting 375 off the bench. You know, I don't give a fuck about squatting. I hate squats, but I can squat 315. I can deadlift 315. Dumbbells 125 in each arm, right? So I'm a Sagittarius, is horse and man. You understand? It's horse and man. We cannot stop trying to reach and obtain our greater selves. But don't let time slow you down. See, when you are powerful being to be reckoned with, you do it when you're young. And I explained that in the beginning. You might be around people that, you know, things going on, but you in that environment, you can still make the same choice. What is this? If the ending path is death, how you want to go out? If you feel like I'm gonna die anyway. Master number 11. This is the most intuitive of all numbers. It represents illumination, a channel to the subconscious, insight without rational thought, and sensitivity, nervous energy, shyness, and impracticality. It is a dreamer. Okay. The master number 11 has all the aspects of the two. So 20,000 is really two and some numbers, right? But it considerably enhanced and charged with charisma, leadership, and inspiration. And this is why I get a lot of hate, you know, but the hate is not outright hate. You know, it's just a unified energy against me. Because really, you get around me, what's going to happen? I'm going to make you want to be your best self. But, you know, I do it in a way that indirectly makes you feel a way about yourself. Because I got value in myself. You know, like they say, I won't break my balls for nobody. I won't break my value for nobody at all. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, because I'm not interested in the world or people like that. I'm a very social person, but I'm not interested in people like that. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care about your Mercedes Benz. I don't care about your mansion. Hey, that's nice. It is nice. You see what I'm saying? But I don't care about none of that. I care about this real natural algorithm out here. That's my credit to the world. That's my passport to the world, right? When you tap into the energy, everybody likes the energy. Everybody loves the energy. Everybody wants the energy. It's those people out here that can't appreciate the energy, that the energy is there. Like, you know, you want to point the finger and things of that nature. Look, everything comes out. There's no expiration dates. You feel me? But, okay, it is a number with inborn duality, which creates dynamism, inner conflict, and other catalysts. With this mere presence, a number that, when not focused on, A goal beyond itself can be turned inward to create fear and phobias. Okay, so the master number 11 is dealing with the full gambit. And see, you might have been put in a situation where at first it's a whole lot of fear that turns into phobias, right? We all traumatized, especially Black people. There's not too many of us that's growing up without some trauma in our fucking life, right? Trauma is connected to fear. You feel me? But then when you break that, and you break that by seeing there's value in yourself, and then you stand on your crown and stand on your business, and you start making specific decisions for yourself. You open yourself up to go in different directions than a nigga normally would. And then you start seeing, oh man, damn, I'm the shit. It happens to all of us. But in order to want it to happen or to be detected, you got to get out of that. You can go the long way on your path, or you can just get straight to it. You know, so with that being said, I'm gonna just bling blam boom boom get to one definition of the angel number 20,000, which is really two, right? And some zeros, you know, but the zeros is infinite energy. 360 degrees is 9, 720 degrees is, you know what I'm saying, and so forth, 144, so on and so forth, right? These frequencies, vibrations, dimensions, if you will, right? Dimensions is like this. People think it's 1, 2, 9. It's all in. It's all in. The numbers is all in 9. This isn't like can't look at shit like it's stacking out here. There's no stack out here. It just is. Frequency, you don't see it, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can see wavelengths in particular forms, but frequency, you just feel it. All right, so let's go to the angel number 2000. And this is what I found, one definition. All right. In the realm of angelic symbolism, hey man, don't be controlled. Don't be no monkey out here, man. Man, and if you taking care of kids, if you got like my mailman, my homie, right, brother, man, really good. He just had a baby, and you know this world is gonna be tricky for the little Black kids. If you got kids, man. Now I'm not saying you got to transform yourself, right, and be something different, totally different to take care of your kids. Nah, but what you need to do, man, change your vote, change your mind state. You know what I'm saying? Find information out here that's going to inspire and place a significant value in the minds of these little children out here today. Man, don't be playing that whack ass fucking rap music for your kids today. You know, hey man, if you 40, 35 and up and you letting your kid listen to Ice Spice, that hey, you can't tell them you feel me? But man, come on, man. We should be able to see the plot, the plan, and the trick. We're from these niggas with little dicks. You know what I'm saying? Pause. We should as Black people, we should know that we've been the only people in America around the world where the finger is pointed at us, but they don't see these 3 fingers pointed back at them. They want to keep pointing the finger at us, but nigga, when do we get a break? We get a break when we break it. Okay. Go back and listen to Paris. Okay. Even for people my age, because we come from the conscious era. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us is well-rounded, been all in it, and some of us is on the other hand. Paris, The Devil Made Me Do It. Go peep that album. All right. 2000. Let's go into it, and then I'm going to end this feed right here. In the realm of angelic symbolism, angel numbers are believed to convey messages of guidance and insight from the spiritual realm. Angel number 20,000, consisting of the energies of 2 and 0 repeated, holds profound meanings related to the spiritual enlightenment, growth, and the manifestation of divine purpose. See, I'm 50 years old right now, man. I'm not 19 no more in the conscious era. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I've went through Nuwapu. I've joining these organizations and giving my time to my people like you're supposed to get experience, evidence, and reason. I've always been a teacher, though. I've always been a beacon of light. Nation of Islam, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Going to go holler and kick it with the Black Hebrew Israelites by the shrine of the Black Madonna. But Madonna, if you know about it, I used to kick it down there. I wasn't one of them dudes that just show up and be like, oh, I'm fascinated by the Hebrew. No. I used to kick it down there. I used to have a girlfriend at the time that actually used to cook the vegan food in there. See, I'm all around town on them, man. I've been everywhere on this knowledge, this 9 knowledge, right? That's why I say 9 knowledge, to let you know it's the highest knowledge. I could just put Nuwapu in there, but we know Nuwapu is connected now to some low frequency energy. You know what I'm saying? And to make Nuwapu real, you gotta give it some appeal. You got to give it to them in a way where they can feel what they really want to feel. That's changing your energy. Listen, man, I'm in Illinois, but I'm not at the bottom. I'm not in the city. I'm at the top. You know, through all my hustles and trials and tribulations, my kids go through excellent schools right now. They're actually doing excellently right now. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. God willing, they don't get hurt. You're going to see them. You're going to see them in the next 6 to 7 years. You're going to see them, right? The world going to see them. That's the plot, the plan with the Sandman. Understanding angel number 20,000 signifies a period of profound spiritual enlightenment and growth, signifies a period of profound spiritual enlightenment and growth. There's not too many people out there that can, man, I would, you know, on the negative end, on a battle or debate, I would destroy the 85% of people out here thinking they on some spiritual wave. Because when you start getting out of that, all that, mystical, magical vocabulary and all of that shit, when you start asking little simple questions, then you will start to see how profound one's knowledge is when they can't answer simple questions. The simple question got to be all mystical, magical vocabulary and all of this stuff. And you never really get to the point of answering the questions. I done debated with the most of them. I come from that era, right? Oh, so why you ain't out there? Ooh. And I'm saying that for the case of why are you doing YouTube videos? I do whatever I want to do. I told you in the beginning, I don't care, right? But when I do say something, best believe it's not just going to be giving you some news on another nigga. It's going to be information that you can possibly, hey, you know what? He said a lot for 30 minutes, but this 5 minutes right here was profound to me. And that's all you need. I know people are not watching full. You don't have to watch my full video, right? But this is all frequency and things of that nature. Some people are going to tune in to the end. Some people are going to see the first 2 minutes. Some people are going to see when I turned on my video, I just sat there for a little bit and I'm like, oh, he ain't saying nothing. I'm out of there. Numbers. Numbers. But I'm not looking for your numbers. I'm doing numbers in real life. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm comfortable in my real life. I'm not trying to portray to anybody that I'm anything on the internet. I'm talking about as a Black man with all the things that I've been through. And I grew up quite hard. I grew up quite hard. You know, I'm good right now. I got my wife, 18 years. I got twins, 13 years old. Nah, I'm not perfect, right? Because my first marriage, matter of fact, it's his birthday today. 25 years old. I got a son in London by a real African woman that's from Zimbabwe, you know. But yeah, man, you understand? This is never about me. It's about you. It's not about me. I did me. Are you going to do you? I didn't just do me. My do me is not done. It's every day. It's daily. You got to make your life the way you want your life to be. Now, we may not get to do everything that we want to do, but you got to impress yourself. It encourages individuals to embrace their spiritual journey with openness and trust in divine guidance. This number symbolizes the potential for manifesting spiritual insights, nurturing inner wisdom, and aligning with higher consciousness, right? And with this being said, with this video being revealed and me explaining these numbers to you, I just let you know I always been a higher frequency individual if you came in contact with me, like you're coming in contact now. I'm an individual that makes you better, right? And you got to be who you are. You got to stand on your crown and understand why you descended and why you even down, right? So I urge you to look into who you really are. You're not just an Indian, an African American, African American, indigenous. Man, fuck all that shit. You think you here right now? What is you? And like Kanye West said, nigga, I'm God. I'm out. Y'all hold it down. Like, subscribe, and share if you want to. In any case, find you. Peace.